you picked the Spurs. Stephen A. says no surprise. We obviously figured you were picking the Spurs. But at this point in the series, how confident are you about your pick?
I'm confident in our guys. You know, obviously, I thought when the series started, the way we were playing, I thought we were going to win in 5. You know, that's what I was telling everybody around me. We played the right way. Unfortunately, I thought last night in the fourth quarter, we shot a few too many home run balls trying to knock down that big 3. And we didn't execute in the last 2 minutes. Missing the 4 free throws obviously hurt us, but I didn't like the way we played. I didn't like any of the shots we took in the last 2 minutes of the game. We've got to fix that. We've got to do a better job of moving the ball and trusting in other players to make shots. If we do that, we have an excellent shot to win.
I agree. You do. You do have an excellent shot to win if you do those things, but your inability to do those things have something to do with the Miami Heat.
Yeah, it has a little bit to do with Miami Heat. There's no question. You have to give them credit. They're a terrific defensive ball club, but you can't play into their hands by stopping the ball and trying to go one-on-one. You know, we're not good enough to do that. We're not talented enough to do that. We're not going to out-talent anybody. We're going to out-team the Miami Heat. So, you know, we've got to.
That's fair.
We've got to play the same way we played against Portland, the same way we played against OKC at OKC. We've got to get everybody involved, and that's the biggest thing. You know, I like the big 3. I love the big 3. But the key to this year's team and last year's team was our bench and our reserve players, our guys who come off and support those 3 guys. If Boris Diaw has it going, if Patty Mills has it going, if Marco Bellinelli makes shots, then we're extremely dangerous. We're not good when we try to just give the big 3 the basketball and say, you guys go out there and win the game for us.
Okay, so last night degenerated into my pet peeve, and I need you to talk me off the ledge on this one.
Oh, Lord.
I don't like it when Tony Parker, at the point, dribbles the air out of the basketball.
Yeah.
Closing the game.
Oh, they do it right. Dribble, dribble, dribble.
Dribble, dribble, dribble.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, dribble,
Okay,
dribble.
okay.
I've done it so much I can't do it anymore. It's making me sick. But at Oklahoma City, Game 6, obviously Tony couldn't go, and this is no disrespect to Tony, but I sometimes, in closing time, like Ginobili running the point because he's always in attack mode. He makes things happen faster than Tony makes things happen. Some of them are not good things.
Okay.
Yeah.
See the pass to Duncan where he just threw it right through his hands.
Exactly.
100 miles an hour. But
Right.
at least he tries to initiate quickly. And if LeBron is covering Manu Ginobili, trust me, Manu's a little more confident than Tony is against LeBron because what's Manu, 6'6", so he can do some things. He's a little craftier. So that's what I want to see down the stretch. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I know which play you're talking about in particular, the play where Tony tried to go up and under on LeBron. What I didn't like about that play is at the beginning of that play, we didn't recognize that Timmy had Dwayne Wade on his hip. Yeah. The pass should have been made immediately, and since we held on to the ball, we allowed Bosch to get back onto Timmy, and we missed that mismatch early on in that play, and then we were left trying to go one-on-one against the best player on the planet, which I didn't like either. So, yeah, I agree with you. I don't like to see a lot of dribbling. Pop hates that as well. I know because I've seen the film sessions where he addresses that issue, and he'll start counting. How many times dribbling the ball? 1, 2. He'll start counting. So he understands that. The team understands that. But what bothered me more than anything is that we didn't recognize at the beginning of that play that Timmy had Dwayne Wade on his hip. The pass should have been in there immediately.
Well, let me ask you this question. Because Tony Parker is a guy that was your MVP candidate last year, for crying out loud. I mean, Tony Parker's a big-time player. We understand that. He's a champion. He's certainly not dumb. So the point is that if Skip is pointing out too much dribbling and you're pointing it out, and Pop has pointed it out to him in film, then there's got to be some reason why Tim Duncan is doing it. I'm sorry, Tony Parker's doing it. He is a very, very intelligent basketball player.
But
what's the problem? He's
an experienced player, and he's used to winning ball games. He's done it, in the Euro Championships. He's done it before. He was the Finals MVP in '07. So he has the confidence, and he believes that he can take the game over. In that situation, it just wasn't the right time.
Back to Game 6. I got to revisit this. It's painful. But obviously, Coach Popovich got criticized for not having Duncan on the floor. Long rebound to Bosch, kick it in the corner to Ray, and we know the rest of the story. Overtime. Last night, it was interesting because Tim Duncan was on the floor late. Bosch did go camp at the three-point line. It was actually Kawhi who got picked off LeBron as he went into the lane, who made a run at Bosch on the 3 that changed the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Duncan didn't even go guard it. But on the next possession, Tim did go beyond the three-point line and try to guard Bosch, and Bosch just dribbled right around him and went in the lane and made the bounce pass to Dwayne Wade. Okay, what's the answer there?
Yeah, that's why it's always easy to second-guess the coach. I mean, obviously, hindsight is crystal clear. And what people forget, it's like the Rod Strickland over-the-head pass here that Spurs fans remember, and they blame him for losing that game. That wasn't the reason we lost the game. We didn't lose the game because Timmy wasn't on the floor to get an offensive rebound. We had 2 opportunities to make 2 free throws. We had guys leaking out on those 2 three-point shots there in Miami last year. So we had opportunities to win the game. And furthermore, it was a strategy that Pop had employed numerous times during the regular season, and he was successful with it. So it didn't pay off in that situation because of various reasons, but that wasn't the sole reason we lost the ball game. So, yeah, you got it. It's a balance, Skip. You know, you're going to have those situations where Timmy's going to have to be in the game. He's going to run out at guys like Bosch and make them put on the floor. But that's what you do with three-point shooters. You run them off the three-point line, make them put it on the floor, especially bigs, because, you know, half the time they're going to dribble it off their foot. They're going to make a mistake. They're going to get tragic instead of magic with it. And so you know, just make sure you don't give those guys a wide open three like you gave Chris Bosch that 3-ball in the corner, where I thought we got a little too sucked in, paying too much attention to LeBron James, and he made a terrific cross-court pass.
So what strategic change would you like to see in Game 3 in Miami?
I don't think there are too many changes I'd like to see, to be honest with you. I think it's between the years. I thought we took care of the ball fairly well there in the first half. In the second half. First half we had 9 or 10 turnovers. Second half we took much better care of the basketball. But I thought, again, it came down to our execution down the stretch. Quit trying to do it yourself, and that's exactly what Pop said in the paper. Trust in your teammates. You know, if you come off the screen, nothing's there, move the basketball. You know, that's been our signature the whole time. We're not good enough to play one-on-one basketball down the stretch period, and that cost us the game.